Hello everyone, my name is the Cyber Prime, and welcome back to Da Boys in Da Pod. And by now, you've probably grown accustomed to not all of the boys have been in every single episode. And usually, when there's only two of the boys, a pair of the boys if you will, it's usually your favorite Tertanium duo, aka the only Tertanium duo, me and the Turtle Guy. But for the first time ever, it is another iconic duo of the boys. It is me and my partner in crime, the resident champion, Universal champion, Universal Grand Slam champion of both the Boys in the Pod and the Turtle Talks.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I also just created a new
David.
belt. It's the David Kivo belt, and I'm wearing it now.
That's not. I don't think you can. That's.
Everyone just started making belts.
Every time.
I got super lightheaded
That's what Turtle Guy
doing
did.
that intro.
Oh,
Just so you know.
That's not good. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just my throne is so high up.
fuck's
All
sake.
my
Okay.
accolades that I sit on.
You've
No,
got two.
I did shoot. That's a wrestling term. I did shoot. Get lightheaded.
Okay, cool, nice. But welcome to the Boys in the Pod. This is a podcast where
Hey, thanks for having me.
anytime. It's where the boys
Well, not
have
any
fun.
time.
We talk. We tell stories. We make jokes. We sometimes get deep. Sometimes we worry. Sometimes we grow fear. Sometimes we have fun, and we have new episodes every Friday. So that's
Is this the first one without Turtle Guy?
no. The Turtle Guy cake. The real Turtle Guy cake. Actually, both Turtle Guy cakes. Neither of them had Turtle Guy. Man, that was still one of the funniest things we've ever done.
No, I wish I had been there for the fake Turtle Guy cake. I really do.
That was great. But yeah,
How have you been?
I've been pretty good, you know? I've been very busy with different things in university. I have been working 4 jobs. I
You're like a divorced
insane.
mother of 5. It's actually
Who
ridiculous
says
how
I'm
much
not?
you do.
No,
I
but
say it to you all the time. I want it on record, recorded record.
okay.
I mean, I guess do one less thing.
I am. Come Christmas,
Begging you.
I will be back down to 3 jobs, so that'll be fine.
Okay. Good.
So I will have, which will free up 2 evenings, which is actually quite nice.
That is actually quite nice. Actually, that's 2 more evenings for you to try and get me to play Destiny with you.
Exactly, yeah.
I will say Nene, because I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, motherfucker.
Oh well, of
I
course.
actually haven't played Fallout New Vegas in a while. I know it is part of my daily routine. My daily routine has fallen through. However, I have no rebuttal. I'm just living. Maybe I'll buy Fallout 3
Maybe,
just
yeah.
to fucking mix it up for a while.
Continue the adventure. How have you been though?
Sorry, I realized I was just about to start talking about me. I hadn't
Well, no, I just
checked to
asked.
see if you were done talking.
I just asked. How are you?
I'm good. I made 2, like, they're not really protein shakes. I put a little bit of creatine in them. They're just more like shakes, I guess.
Nice.
I don't know if they're nice. They did not go the color I expected them to.
You've just made tonics. You've made like a
Yeah,
potion.
I've
You've
got
got
like
the
2
cork off
jars
and
of
bubbles.
snake oil in my fucking fridge waiting for me. So I'm really risking it all by bringing them with me to work tomorrow to see if they are nice. Because if they are not, then I will be going without breakfast.
Okay, well, don't that. What the? Whoa! Don't. What happened to the eggs? You need to. Don't
Some
just
days
have.
I wake up
You can't survive off just a protein shake.
and yeah, I can. I put bananas and fucking blueberries in it and fucking peanut butter and honey.
I don't think. I think you still need like something solid.
Well, it was solid before I blended it.
Yeah, but I think you need something like.
Let me tell you this,
Okay, teach me.
and why you're wrong.
Teach me.
If I drank that, I would shit eventually, which means that solid foods have gone into me.
Yeah, but will it not come out as like paste?
Oh, well, it depends. Well, I've got weird digestive system, so
Same, I
potentially.
think.
So like things come out as paste pretty regularly for me. This isn't making your mark part 4, but
How do you know?
it could be making your mark part 4. No, it is no, it's true. Like there's people who just think about this. If you break all of your teeth out,
Yes. Okay.
you would be on a paste diet.
That's
But
true.
you're still getting
That is
nutrition.
true. That is true.
It's actually shakes are a really good way to get a lot of nutrition very quickly and easily.
You're quite right. You're quite right. Which is why
Now I
do
will
also
say I
have
think
shakes.
I put too much peanut butter in.
Oh, that's not good. I don't like peanut butter.
I should have gone for a teaspoon. I
Do you
went
know-
for a tablespoon.
You can get this. Sorry, this just is a side tangent. You can get golden chocolate digestives, which are mixed with caramel, and I dislike that vehemently. I don't. I don't like
hate
that.
caramel
Yeah, I don't like caramel either.
more than I hate myself.
Hey,
I
well, that
really
shouldn't be a lot.
despise it. Caramel and toffee, two things I hate. And you know what? I actually
Yeah, I
felt
don't
such
like 'em.
vindication. Vindication I wouldn't feel for many years until the episode of Man and Medan came out where you could see the same lady. When I was around 13, I discovered how they made caramel.
Oh.
It's literally just sugar
Oh yeah, yeah, boiled.
melted
Yeah,
and boiled into like a gooey pet. And I was like, that's fucking vile.
yeah,
actually.
it's not good.
That is disgusting, and I'm glad I don't eat that shit. I hate it. I don't like caramel. I never have. Caramel and pepperonis are my two biggest.
I've
hates.
grown as a person, and pepperoni I will eat now, and I don't mind it. For a majority of my
fan.
life, I hated it, but if it's
Don't like
there,
it.
I'll eat it now.
I don't like the way it crusts
On pizza.
I don't like. Yeah, well, I'm not expecting. You're not fucking Tony Soprano gonna walk in eating fucking like fucking cold
Slices.
cuts of pepperoni. Like, where the fuck's my ravioli, Carmelo? That's all
seen
the
it.
Sopranos is.
There was I can't remember what it was, but there was like a list of the greatest, like a pic of the fictional characters ever written, I think, and they were all like really cool silhouettes. And then it got to Tony Soprano, and he was just
him in his
sitting.
bathrobe.
No, he was sitting, but like he was up to his chin in water, and there was no context. And then it
I have
kept
no
going.
idea what that even could be. What the fuck?
It looked like he was in his car, but he was like it was flooded, I think, or something, and he was
I
just
don't-
sitting
that-
there like mewing at the camera, and then
That
it went
must be a
back to
promotional
normal.
show. I don't think that ever happens in the show. He's been in like his pool before.
It was so funny. I had to double take. I
Tony
had
is
to
a great
rewind
character,
it.
but Christopher Moltisanti I think is my favorite on that show. He's a very well written character.
Oh,
Anyway, the point is, I was going to take the day off tomorrow for the gym.
Okay.
I took today off. I did 3 days this week. I was going to take tomorrow off.
Nice.
But something, I went. Our mutual friend Turtle Guy, our mutual friend, as if they don't know who it is. He's been on like every fucking episode. Of this goddamn
We
shit
started off
pod.
this episode talking about him.
Yeah. But we went to the shops together earlier, and I was picking up my bits to try these shakes because I remembered that we owned a blender, and I was like, I'll try it. I saw a video about it. I'll give it a go. And when I was in getting all the bits for it, I was like, I kind of want to go to the gym tomorrow. So I think I might. Tomorrow's Friday, as of recording this. Tomorrow, the episode where I absolutely bully Turtle Guy will be released.
Yeah, that
I
is
can
true.
say that because it will obviously have been out by now.
Yep.
And do I feel bad about that? It's a good question. No, not really.
I don't think you
It
can.
is Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby.
I think it
as
was
we've
more
said.
like wildlife photographers looking at animals getting hunted down by
Yeah, what
like
can you do?
It was a circle of life.
It's the ant bully. You know when he brings out his magnifying glass, and he burns the hive.
No,
The ants cannot do anything.
Yeah, they can. It's
But
like a
let it
force of
happen.
nature.
My
But he
favorite thing about
tried.
it is that it is genuinely the most fair we've ever been in one of those, and he still was genuinely horrendous. Some of the worst performance I've ever seen.
Just some of the ones he guessed were just like blatantly like wrong.
Some of them were so I can't even think of an example off the top of my
Neither
head.
can
But like,
I.
some of them I was just like, how would you ever think that would be?
I think one of them was a bookstore and another one was like a random person, but like
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there's Barnes and Noble, and then like someone I'd never heard of. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you actually doing? You psychopath.
he overthought like everything, which is very funny.
Truly, I mean, that's a lot for him because usually he underthinks.
Oh, we love him though.
We do, of course.
Of course.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I was in Rome.
Ooh, very nice. Anything? Any?
We
cool
actually were talking
entertainment?
about this before started recording. That there was a percentage of the podcast
Yeah.
listeners were Italian, and I said that was probably just me listening to that one episode when I was in Italy.
Yeah, it could be.
I won't talk about too much about it because like it's a beautiful place and there's a lot of
It
nice
is.
things there. I obviously highly recommend to visit if you haven't been. I know you have been, but I'm
I
saying
have
for the
been.
listeners. So I won't bore you with any of the things like the Colosseum, very epic. The pizza's delicioso, wine and beer, like the Rent song, like that song from Rent, wine and beer. That's well,
I've never
barking
watched.
up the wrong tree here.
Yeah,
This guy.
That's for like a turtle guy.
You never seen someone die of AIDS?
No, not in the moment.
That's the plot of Rent, basically. They're all sad and can't afford rent, and then they all have AIDS and die. It's not really all of them. Anyway, look,
No.
the point is, great city. Highly recommend it. But the story that I think is the most pod-worthy story that came out of it was the fact that I fell out of the bed
Oh, but it's
onto my
exhilarating.
face.
Oh.
So at home, I sleep in a double bed. People don't know this about me because you don't physically see me in the videos. I'm a tall guy.
Mm.
Not as tall as Hoover. Hoover is 8'3". He's
Yeah,
basically the guy
that is
from
true.
the end of Alien Romulus. And the girl from the end of Alien Romulus is about the same height as Tall Guy. She's 4'11". That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. Tall Guy's 4'8". I think that woman's like 5'3". Anyway, none of this is relevant. The point is, I sleep in a double bed. Even that's not really ideal. My duvet is too small for me. I'm actually investing in a bigger duvet. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm hanging
nice.
off the end of the duvet.
Very nice.
This is all to say that when I was in Rome, I was sleeping I went out with my dad. My dad was sleeping in one room, I was sleeping in another. It was a single bed, and I guess in my sleep on our last night we all indulged in some wine and some beer and some cocktails.
Yes, as you do.
And
To celebrate.
I guess I rolled over too dramatically. And the next thing I know, I'm falling out of my bed. My dad said that it sounded like someone had fallen from like the floor above us down onto the street. The floor was tiled.
Oh.
For some reason, I guess Italians love their tile floors. I've never seen a bedroom with a tile floor, but I
Never.
saw one pretty fucking close this night, up close and personal. I somehow, alright, see if you can hash this one out with me. Crime scene investigation.
All right.
I've already got a dodgy left leg. Oh god, I
Okay.
sound like such an old man.
No,
But
you're fine.
it's already pretty dodgy. So I landed on my left hip, not ideal considering I kind of have a bad left hip anyway. Landed on that, smack onto the tiles, sore, right? My left ankle, smack, sore. Makes
Okay.
sense, alright?
Yes,
Everything's
that
adding up
makes
so
sense.
far.
Yep.
Somehow, my eyebrow split open.
Oh, what?
So I don't know how I landed on my side and somehow my face, but didn't hurt my nose or any of my rest of my face. Like that, none of that makes sense to me.
Wait, what?
My
By
only
split
guess-
open, what do you mean?
Like it was bleeding profusely.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
What's
And
your
really and truly, I
hypothesis?
could have had. Alright, my hypothesis is this. Well, the first thing I'll say is I really probably shouldn't have. I could have had it could have been worse. I could have had a
Yes.
concussion. I didn't. Thank God, because I went to sleep right afterwards, and apparently you're not supposed to do that if you have a concussion.
Oh,
So,
that's
thank
very
God
not good.
that I didn't have a concussion. I didn't realize that I had split my eyebrow. It was only when I woke up the next day I went in to brush my teeth. I noticed this like blotch of dry blood on my eyebrow.
Oh no.
Again, could have been a lot worse. Could have broke my fucking nose or something.
Yeah.
None of that
that's-
happened. But my only thing I can figure out is that I somehow fell on my side, hit my left hip of my ankle, and somehow hit my face off the zipper of my suitcase. That's the only thing I can think.
Oh, maybe yeah. As you slid down, unless
I fell.
Yeah, that would probably do
But
it.
but I hit that shit hard apparently. I don't know how the fuck I didn't hurt myself more than I did. I didn't even bruise. Very odd.
Oh,
It was very sore for something I didn't bruise. But yeah, weird one. Anyway, none of that has to. That could have happened at home. I mean, none of that has anything to do with me being in Italy. But
I mean,
thought I'd
it's a
mention I
nice
was in
scene.
Italy.
yeah.
Gotta say, November. Nice time to go to Italy. Not too
I
hot,
would
but still
probably
warm.
agree. Yeah.
Crowds aren't as crazy. We didn't go during school holidays or anything. So like the Colosseum wasn't bussing with people. The Roman Forum was not bussing with people.
Dude, did you see the Airbnb thing I sent into the group chat?
Yeah, the Colosseum thing.
Yeah,
that's fun.
man, I would totally do that. I would totally
Yeah.
fight all of you.
That
as-
should be what
as
our
a
next
gladiator.
challenge is.
That
Next time
should-
someone
yeah, that
challenges
would be
me,
great.
We should just have a gladiatorial battle. That's
All
just
the
D&D,
audio
I just
only.
described.
It's
We
just-
could do like a roll. We could have like a little match.
Hey, well, I have a D&D thing in the plan. Potentially.
True, I do want to do D&D. We could do like a
Boys in
one-shot
the Dungeon.
session where I
Oh,
fight
100%.
a guy in the Colosseum.
And Hoover
death.
just does his own thing, just watches. He's
He
the
was there like
emperor.
whistling. Oh my god, I was out driving with my friend the other day, and he was driving, and he overtook a car. But as he did it, he started going like like that. And we were saying it's like as if he was trying to slip by someone without them noticing, but he's overtaking in a car. Incredible
maybe.
stuff.
Maybe he was trying
Truly
to do
incredible
it. Sneaky.
stuff. I was talking about my balls very loudly in the pub the other. This is
Oh.
like small talk episode 2.
I
feel,
mean,
at this
if
point.
that's what it becomes, that's what it
Which
becomes.
is ironic because I'm going to get to that at the end of the episode. But anyway,
Oh no.
I was in the pub last week, and don't ask me how this conversation came up. We started talking about our balls,
Cool.
and just louder than I realized we were. And next thing you know, my hairdresser walks by, and she goes, "Hey guys," I said, "You didn't just hear me talking about my balls. You didn't hear that." Because I have to come in and get my hair cut tomorrow. You didn't hear that.
Just did the Jedi mind trick
Yeah,
way.
you did not hear me talking about my balls. So I pushed back my haircut to this week. I'm going to go in and hope to God she forgot. I walk
man.
in. Ball boy, how are you doing? You just want it up top or down low as well? Oh, Mr. Blue Balls. I was telling a story. This might be too graphic for the pod. I'll tell that.
Maybe, yeah.
Of the
no,
time
no, no,
I
no, no, no,
had
no,
the
no,
worst
yeah,
ball
yeah,
pain
yeah,
ever.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
No,
that's
it's a
all
story
we
of
need to know.
pain.
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
No, it's okay. I'm not
We
going to
don't
talk
need
about
it. No,
exposure.
we don't need.
No, trust me. This is a story you need. It's a
I don't think
cautionary
we do.
tale.
I don't think.
Cautionary tale.
I think we can all assume what we're going to be cautioned about here. I don't think we
I've
need to
heard
do that.
worse stories on this podcast. Trust me.
I don't think you have.
Well, I'm telling it anyway. You can cut it out if you
Oh
want.
no, that's harder
I was
than you
sitting
think.
in class one day, and next thing I know, the worst pain to my balls that I've ever experienced, to the point where I couldn't sit down.
Why is this happening? That
You ever get
seems
that?
like a no.
So I couldn't sit comfortably.
Okay.
I had to hover. This is a 2-hour class. I had to hover above my chair. It was one of those bitches. We're going back years now. One of those classic school moments where I asked to go to the bathroom, and they said you should have gone at lunch. And I said, "Bitch, my balls
Hey.
are screaming."
Oh fuck! No,
Yeah,
that's
it was
bad.
tough though. What's the worst pain like that you've ever felt? Not like it doesn't have specifically to
There
be testicular.
was-
I'm just bouncing off to
I
ask
mean,
questions.
You're kind of getting. It's not. That's not far away. There was one. I can't. I don't really know what happened to cause it, but there was one point in my life where I was lying awake at night, as I do, and all of a sudden,
Could be any point in your life, really, at that point.
yeah, all of a sudden, my posterior had the most intense pain I have ever felt in my entire life, to the point where
God.
I was paralyzed and I could not move. I had to get up, and I was legitimately screaming, and I couldn't bend my back upwards, and I just had to stand, like literally stand in the hall. Well, I called the doctor, and I was like, "This, I legitimately cannot move," and I just had to be put on a lot of painkillers for that period. It never happened again, and
really
I have
weird.
no idea what the fuck happened.
Was it like your cheeks? Or the
No,
hole?
and I don't know if I should be talking about this in the pod, but it was
Everybody
in
knows
that
you
area.
got an asshole, brother.
But
You
it
talking
was,
exhaust pipe or rear?
it
or
was
rear bumper.
single-handedly the most painful experience of my life, and I have no idea why, and it has never happened since.
Damn.
And I was literally crying and screaming, and that's not an exaggeration. It was like in the middle of the night, and I legitimately
Crying,
could not
screaming,
move.
throwing up.
I could not move, and I just barely managed to stand up, and I just couldn't straighten my back, and I was just standing up for like 3 hours straight until the painkillers kicked in.
That's crazy.
It was fucking atrocious.
When those weird pains just come out of nowhere, is that the worst pain you think you've ever experienced?
In my life, yeah, 100%. Like it was like crippling. I legitimately couldn't move. I was crying, I was screaming, I couldn't stop. And I was like that for hours until the painkillers kicked in. But it only lasted that day, and then it never came back.
Fuck. That's always the weirdest when it's like a weird, like a one-off.
Yeah, I
For
genuinely
one
thought
night
I was
only,
dying.
The worst pain you've ever experienced in your life.
Yeah, I legitimately thought something horrible had happened, and like I've internaled something, and it was very scary.
Yeah, that's a tough one, brother. I won't lie to you.
But it's
Um,
fine. I survived.
Yeah. If that, well, fuck, that's good. I'd say that reminds me. One time, a guy kicked me up the arse so hard I couldn't sit down for like a day.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know why he did it. I didn't even
Why
really
do
know
you
him.
get attacked so often? This is not good. What?
I just had I was very hittable in my youth.
That's not good. That's
Why
really
do I
not
get
good.
attacked so often? What other stories have I told about me getting attacked?
I don't know how many on the pod, but I remember one. I remember one vividly to do with your hand
Hand.
and a weapon.
Oh yeah, some guy hit me with a baseball bat. Yeah,
Baseball
that's
bat,
true.
yeah, that's
I was
true.
gonna say in my youth. That was not even in my youth. That was like 5 years ago. Well, I guess that's younger than I am.
And then
now.
I shoved you down a hill when we were
Yeah, that's
younger.
true.
And then you also shoved me down a hill. When
Yeah,
was
I
younger.
think yours was more retaliation. I deserved your one. It's fair.
But
Yeah, verbal abuse. I've gotten that too. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh look, I just honestly deserved. I probably
I
deserved.
don't
whatever.
know. That's not true.
Well,
That's
that
not
guy
true.
kicking me up the arse was not deserved. I didn't do anything to that guy. I don't even know who he was. He was like
Oh.
a year older than me in school. I was just walking along, and next thing he's just like, that's a kickable ass if ever I've seen one. And I,
That's not good.
next thing you know, I was, yeah.
Damn.
Um,
Is this the pain episode? Is that what
do
we've become?
you... Oh, well, I could tell you a story about a guy I know who got stabbed in the finger by a chisel. Actually, you know him too. You remember that?
Oh God, no! Yeah, I remember that now. That's horrible. What the fuck?
horrible, isn't it?
Why are we
That's a
talking
rough
about
one.
that? We shouldn't. No, I don't want an episode about like. Oh no.
Grievous injuries.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I remember I was actually thinking about a buddy of mine I used to be friends with when I was like younger. Figure this one out. This isn't like gory, but it is like a pain. It caused him pain.
Okay, please don't be going.
See if you can figure this one out. Guy's running laps around a trampoline. Alright, he's doing the whole circle.
Okay.
The next thing you know, and I'm off at the sidelines just watching. Don't ask me why I'm not involved. I guess I was waiting my turn, like a good boy. Next thing you know, guy somehow gets his leg. I guess his foot slips between the springs, and he like takes like it's like a botched wrestling moment where he like falls between and like falls forward. His foot is still trapped in the springs, and I think he basically like cracked his knee up.
Oh. Oh God.
It's like getting tangled in the ropes.
Okay, well, I think we should. I think we should move on from
Yeah, that's pretty
injuries. I
crazy.
don't think injuries as a topic is really good.
What do you
for-
think is the most random thing Turtle Guy's ever said to you, like
Oh.
unprompted?
Oh,
I
that's.
feel like when all else
I don't
fails,
know
you
if
gotta
we can.
talk about that kid.
I don't know if I
Okay,
can even narrow
let's
it
just
down.
be clear. We're not gonna. It can't. Let's keep it non-offensive if we can
Um.
to any particular nations.
Oh,
Um,
um,
I'm trying to think of mine.
I know
I love
when
when
he
he's-
wanted to name himself a different name.
That's
that was
pretty
recent.
hashtag random.
I'm not going
Yeah,
to say
we won't
that,
say
though.
what the name is, but
Oh,
I
of
remember we were
course.
talking about something, and he said, we we're like, oh, if you were to, write something, you wanted to put a name on it that wasn't necessarily like just your name, what would you give? And
Couldn't
we
be
kind of
predicted.
gave like we were saying like our middle, like we might throw our middle names in there, because like I'm not going to say what it is, but I've got a weird last name. It's like a difficult to pronounce one if you just read it written
Schmorgeldieb.
down. Come on, man, don't talk to me like that. So I was like, maybe I'd use my middle name. And then he said, pretty average answer. And then he said, or
And then just
let's just use the word Schmidt. Right? That's not what it was.
Yeah,
but it was
definitely
like,
not.
He just goes, or Schmidt.
And there's
which
no
is
way you
nothing
could
to do with his
pronounce it.
name. You'd never guess it.
It was just out of nowhere.
You'd
and we
never
haven't
see it
let him-
coming. And
we haven't- we
and I
haven't
call
let it
him
go
that
since.
now to
Yeah.
differentiate. I'm just like, this is his name now. This is Schmidt.
Yeah,
Um,
it's. Oh man, it was
so
so
yeah,
funny.
that was definitely up there. That was a recent one. That was very random.
Yes.
Uh,
What else has he said? I don't know. Like a lot of them.
It's when he's telling a story. Do you know what I love? This is I can't think of a specific. Maybe when I say it, you'll think of a specific example. But when he's telling a story, and he kind of is too impatient to tell the full story. So
Yeah.
he'll start off with a log line, really wrap you in.
Yep.
And then he'll get bored, I guess, of his own story, and then just get to the facts at the end. But it's like skipping too far ahead in a video.
Yeah. You just skipped.
You get
and then
your
it
hey
became a
guys
boss fight.
introduction, and then you skip to the end. Yeah, you skip the cutscene, and next thing your guy has one arm,
Yeah.
and you're about to fight your evil dad. You know, it's like one of those moments.
Yeah, it's not the exact same thing, but another subsection of that is when he tells quote unquote stories, but that just aren't stories. There's one of my favorite things. I cannot remember if it's a pod or if it's in a video or just normal conversation. But he's like, "Oh, I have something to tell you. I got these colorful pens." And then just stops talking, and that
That's
was
it.
the story.
Yeah, that's the whole episode.
And
That's
it
the whole
was,
story. Yeah,
but he inflected it as if he was going to continue, and that was just it. Oh
yeah, it's
God,
so good.
I love.
That's
I
like
love
I remember my friend. We were talking about a guy we went to college with, and he used to say these really weird things like out of nowhere. Like one time he tried telling us he was fifth in line to fight Jake Paul, and he was like deadly serious about this. This wasn't a bit. He was genuinely serious, and we asked him what he meant, and he had basically in his mind formulated this King Ralph situation where if enough people dropped out of fighting Jake Paul, it would eventually trickle back to him because he knew a guy who knew a guy who knew some other guy, and it was all bullshit. But he used to make all these things up, and so I remember one time my friend was like quoting him like something he would say, and he's like, one day he's just going to turn around and just go, "Sometimes things happen." And you just think he's going to say more. But the thing is, Turtle Guy is genuinely like that. He genuinely does that in his days. I'd love to see him in the same room as this guy that I'm talking about. It's a real team up. I remember it was one of my favorites was I went to the hospital in his hometown, and we were at a party, and I was telling a story about it. So basically, I went to the hospital, and when I got there, I was trying to park, and the people there was the first car park area I saw was there was people doing TikTok dances in it. I was like, okay, first
Of course, the
what
modern
weird.
day.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'm
expression
not
of
going to
that.
be able to park in there because there's no spaces because everyone's doing a TikTok dance. So that's off the table. So I went down the hill, or sorry, I parked up, and then when I parked up, I realized I had no change. So I had to go down the hill and leave my car behind, and go down to this shop. And I remember going into the shop, and there was a bunch of teenagers trying to buy a big fish. And then I got my change, and I went up. And I'm telling that story, but every time I reveal a new detail of the story, he will just repeat it to me, and I'll go like, oh, I had to go down the hill, and he's like, oh yeah, you went down the hill, and I was like, yeah, I went in this place, and it was the teenagers trying to buy this fish, and he was like, oh yeah, the place to fish. And I was like, yeah, I got my change, and he was like, oh yeah, you got your change, and I was like, you're not a sleuth for figuring this stuff out, all right? Stop trying to. You didn't come up with this. I told you this story, and you're repeating details back to me like you know what I'm talking about. Shut up. And then I fought him.
Oh,
So
in the
now I'm
hospital.
next in line to fight Jake Paul.
Oh,
He also
man.
tried saying so. This in the same conversation where he's saying he's fifth in line to fight Jake Paul. He was basically saying that he has all this combat training. So we were at a house party when he was telling us this stuff, and on the table, like in between us all, was like there was a pair of scissors. So my friend grabs them and was like, "Oh, if I grab these," and he like very slowly and obviously jokingly like kind of jabbed them towards this guy. Like, "Oh, you'd stop this, would you?" The guy didn't move a fucking inch. I don't even think he breathed. He had no reaction time at all. He could have been killed. So I'd like to see him fight Jake Paul to see what happens.
Oh, that reminds me of another running gag to do with me when I was butty youth. Basically, for anyone that doesn't know, I did self-defense karate.
Oh my god, I know exactly. What you mean.
And at one point, I said, I can't remember how I worded it, but I was like, "Oh yeah, at some point we get to learn how to disarm guns, to stop people from shooting you." And these assholes picked it up as if I meant that I could stop the bullets. So in their mind, every single time I would do karate, I was just catching bullets out of thin air, and I completely forgot about it until a few days ago when you brought it up out of nowhere, just randomly passing in conversation. I was like, "Holy shit, I forgot about that."
I don't even remember what the context of the conversation
Neither did I. Neither did I. But yeah.
that is funny. Yeah, I remember the whole thing about you stopping bullets. That was like a classic.
Yeah, I lost a
classic
fight to a
thing.
sandbag in that same building.
And you think you're gonna stop a bullet?
I kicked
You're
a
crazy,
sandbag
man.
and it tore my toenail off.
Oh my god! I thought you were just gonna say it bounced back at you. That's
No,
worse.
yeah.
That reminds me of the worst episode of SpongeBob ever, where you
Oh
see
yeah.
fucking Squidward's toenail get grabbed. And every time I see a video about like close-ups in SpongeBob, like when they do the painted close-ups.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
none of them will ever all the comments are none of them will ever disgust me as much as that toenail. I'm like, why did they ever think that was a good idea to put in an episode? Who
I don't
cooked on
know.
that one?
I don't know.
Hillenberg never would have let that happen.
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy who created SpongeBob.
Oh.
Context clues, Cyber.
Well,
Put
I
it
was
together.
thinking, but I wasn't sure.
And then he died, and then they made a bunch of spin-offs, which is the one thing he said he didn't want.
That's
Anyway, you
annoying.
know, money, am I right, guys? So, if Turtle Guy and Hoover got into a gladiatorial battle,
Hoover wins.
and Turtle Guy has the advantage, he's got a weighted net and a trident, and he's in a chariot.
No,
The
he's-
horses
he's
are
more
able to
dead.
control themselves.
Okay,
He doesn't
never
have to
mind.
worry about controlling them. And Hoover's on the ground, and he's got a sword and a shield. Who's coming out on top?
Hoover.
Yeah, I think so too. So here's what I think happens. Turtle Guy throws the net, misses completely. Like, it's very easy for Hoover to sidestep it.
Yeah.
Now, Turtle Guy is then trying to transfer the trident from his weak hand to his dominant hand. In that time, the chariot's racing forward. Now, as it does, Hoover does a tumble, sword through the spokes, breaks the wheel off, and then Turtle Guy goes careening out of the chariot, tumbles along the dirt, and then he's like, I think that would probably just kill him. Like, it'd probably just break his neck. Hoover doesn't even have to do the killing
That's a
blow.
lot more complicated than I thought. I thought Turtle Guy would like race towards Hoover, and Hoover would just hold up the sword horizontally to his side, and then the chariot would just go through it and it would cut Turtle Guy.
That also
is what-
possibly could happen. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think all possibilities are really endless. It's just it all comes back to one simple fact: Turtle Guy's losing.
Turtle Guy is losing, as historically he has.
What
on the
animal
pod.
do you think? We're really just like, I don't even know what this episode is.
I don't know. I guess this is small talk too. I guess in a manner of
But
speaking.
what animal do you think Turtle Guy could beat in a fight?
Many. I think it's
me
easier
a
to try.
list.
No. I'm not gonna. I think a more educative conversation and more informative conversation is, where do you think the limit is? What do you think is the first animal that Turtle Guy would barely lose to?
Barely lose to.
So he's beaten everything else, but when it comes to this is the
And
first
it's
time he
one
loses.
singular animal.
One
It's not like-
singular animal.
Oh crap.
We could do one
I'm
for
gonna
all of
go
us.
I'm gonna. Well, a dog. Any species of dog.
Probably, yeah, that makes sense.
Destroy him.
Yeah. For
But if we're
Hoover,
going, I think there's something smaller than that could probably take him. I think like a.
well, a
capybara.
venomous snake, a capybara.
Well, yeah, like a black mamba or something. Yeah, but I'm just thinking of like a. Yeah, if a capybara was like aggressive enough, a pig would kill him.
No, I don't
Beat him.
think so. I don't think so. I
A
think he
pig
could
would
take
kill
a
and
pig.
beat him.
No, I
A
think he
big
could
pig,
take
one of
it.
those big fat male pigs.
No, I think he could take it.
Pigs are fucking ruthless, man. Pigs will eat you.
I know, but I don't think he would let it get that far.
I disagree. I think he would. I think he would.
I don't think so.
he
I believe
would
in the turtle
would
guy.
squirm up. I've seen him lose fights to balls,
Hey, we don't need another ball conversation from you, okay? Of all
and
people.
that's why mine were so sore that day. Anyway,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
interpret that how you will.
But
Well, yeah, Hoover could take out most like house pets.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Most, as if like a hamster's going to get the upper hand on him.
No, but I think some people would have like a home tarantula or like a home
Tarantula's easy. They killed one
venomous
of those
thing.
in Home Alone 3. Oh no, that wasn't a tarantula. That was a different bug.
I think Hoover would probably have to get up to like cow range.
If it's a cow, I think he might still have the upper hand because I think he just like punch it in the eye or something.
Yeah, probably.
I think if it was like
The image of Hoover
Horse.
punching a cow in the face is...
a horse, I think could beat Hoover.
I think so too. I think he'd
if it
try
just got
and
out of
take
control and it like, oh, he would, but I think it could get out of control. If it starts like bucking, I think it could just get a lucky clip to the side of the head and just.
I
kill him.
agree. Another excellent topic that I'm after thinking of is finding Hoover's limit.
Yeah,
we
of
put him in
course.
different
Well,
scenarios.
of course, if we asked him this question.
No,
there is
but
no animal
we'd
that
have
we
him
couldn't
there.
do.
We'd have him there, but then we would do the maths to try and figure out where he would, like, what's the highest fall he could take, what's the deepest he could dive, what's the biggest animal he could fight,
And
what's
he
the
would
most
just take it
exposure to
all,
the
of
elements.
course.
Yeah, he would
But-
be convinced that he'd survive
In
everything.
Hoover's mind, he could dive from the top of a mountain down into the Marianas Trench completely
And
naked
survive.
while wrestling 8 bears on the way down.
And the
And
Balrog.
just be like, and the Balrog. Well, the Balrog he meets in the Marianas Trench, and he has to fight that up. So,
Yeah. I think I would probably realistically stop at horse too. I don't
yeah,
think
horse
I
I think is a
could,
definite.
it's the gatekeeper.
I think I could take a donkey. I'm 50-50 on a mule and a horse. I'm done.
Yeah, horse.
Shetland pony, I'd kill that fucker though.
Oh well, I wouldn't kill anything.
Thumb in the eye.
I'd stop it.
Thumb in the eye.
I'd beat it until knockout, and then that'd be it. I wouldn't.
I'd thumb it in the eye.
No.
Yeah, and well, in that case, the horse definitely wins because I don't think any of us are knocking out a horse.
Oh yeah, I agree.
What's the biggest predatory animal you think you could take out?
Predatory.
Probably like a dog, I'd say. But then again, dogs are fucked, man. Like dogs are, you think you got
They're a
the
lot more
size
vicious
advantage
than
on
you
them, but once they
think.
latch onto you, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about attacking animals, man. This is I like animals too much.
It's hypothetical, though. You know. It's a
I know,
hypothetical
I know.
situation. It's a survival situation. If you were in the woods and animals are attacking you,
I could
you'd just be
definitely
I
take,
like
like,
you
an
guys too
eagle.
much. Scratches your eyes out, you're done. So if it scratches your eyes out, you're gonna be too busy freaking out, and then
It's like the
next thing
mummy.
you know, yeah. Tell you what bird you wouldn't be being:
What?
ostrich.
Nah, you could beat an ostrich.
They will gut you with their toenails.
I disagree. I
What do
think.
you mean you disagree? That happens to people.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
okay.
not as common. There is a bird that specifically does that, but like ostriches have done it before. It's been documented.
Oh,
The only
that's
way you
okay.
get with an ostrich is you have to get its head covered. If you get its head covered, you could kill that thing with ease.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
here's your advice: ostriches. If you know you're
Bring
getting in a
it
fight with an
back.
ostrich, take your socks off, and then put one over its head.
I feel like you'd be gutted before that. You get
Nah, if you
within
can get
range.
behind it, if you can get behind it, you go left, it'll go left, then you go right, and then you go around. The cassowary, that's the one that has like the big claw. Yeah, you're dead, and they will just
Probably.
attack people.
I mean anything with a name that I don't recognize probably means it's
Well,
malicious.
let me tell you where you find it, and this will definitely give you away. It's an Australian beast.
Ah, okay.
You're dead as fuck,
Probably.
quite frankly. That motherfucker gets its claws on you.
How long do you think you'd last in the Last of Us apocalypse?
Oh, I would be patient zero. You know, I put at
No,
the start
other
when the
than
guy
the patient zero.
smashes through your door. That'd be me. I'd get shot by Joel in the prologue.
I like to think I'd actually survive in a zombie
It
apocalypse.
depends. It really depends. No,
I wouldn't
'cause
be
let's
happy.
be honest.
I wouldn't be
Here's the
happy,
deal.
but
Here's the realistic answer is most zombie apocalypses. It's something like 98% of the population get infected. So we
Yeah.
just be infected and dead. But if we're in a survivor situation, the minute you have to try and kill a loved one, you're done for.
Oh, but why would I
If
have
your
to do that?
mother or father is become a zombie, you're
That's
gonna
different.
Get
That's not
I can
them
guarantee
anymore.
you that.
That's not them
No,
anymore.
you say that now, but if you were in that situation, you're done.
Yeah, but what
You
about
wouldn't
you?
be able to. I'm not saying I'd be able to either.
No, realistically,
If you're-
I'd probably run or try and Herschel it.
Yeah, that's true. Killing wouldn't definitely not be the first thing I'd want to do. Odds are I'd just run away. Then I get really sad, and then I'd probably just shoot myself in the head.
Okay, I'd do that, but I wouldn't be able to do. This is the second part of that.
Because we can't get guns. I'd take 1,000,000 pills and just like fall asleep. That's all I'd do.
After falling off a bed,
Realistically,
of
that's
course.
probably what I'd do. Yeah. But if I was like, I'd hate to be there. I'd want to be. If I had to deal with the zombie apocalypse, I think I'd want to spawn in like a month in, when someone's gotten their hands on a generator, someone's boarded up a building. I'll go in there. What's up, guys? And then you know what I would be. Realistically, though, do you know what I would be in a zombie apocalypse?
What?
Season 1 Sawyer from Lost. I'd be sitting around being useless, reading my book. That's what I'd be. I'd just be antagonistic to people because my whole family's fucking dead. That's
I
what I'd
would-
be. I'd be so useless. I'd be thrown to the curb.
I'd be actively trying to help
Yeah, and you'd probably annoy them as well. You'd be
Yeah,
too
I
helpful.
would.
They'd bug you.
I'd make
We're
puns.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah,
But I
and we
think
both
you and
get
me would
kicked out
probably
together.
get kicked out.
Yeah.
And we'd have to start our own society.
Oh, that's
and
a
then
fun
I think we
idea.
would thrive. I think we would thrive
Probably.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's like a zombie sitcom.
Yeah, that's actually not.
Sit-zom.
We should write
We're,
that
we're
down.
in like, it's like you're in a real tough survivalist situation, but you're happy-go-lucky, and I'm in a more laid-back society, but I'm a piece of shit. So we both get kicked out. Really, we would have thrived in each other's
Yeah.
places, but we end up on our own.
And we have to find our
I do
own
genuinely
way.
think that like everyone could, like, in a realistic situation. Let me be realistic here. Well, in a realistic situation, we'd all be dead. But in a realistic situation where there's like a Walking Dead zombie apocalypse, when you get over the initial shock, if you manage to survive getting over the initial shock, if you manage to get away from your loved ones who are now zombies, if you manage to link up with a group, I think it's so easy to survive at that point.
I would probably agree. Because especially
Because
with Walking
people
Dead
in those
zombies,
shows do things for dramatic,
yeah,
idiotic purposes. Once you build a wall, once you get a farm going, and if you have a clean source of water,
you're fine.
you're going to survive.
Yeah, just
There's
don't.
no reason for dumb shit to happen in those shows.
Yeah,
I understand it's a TV show, but there is dumb shit that happens in those shows. Now, the minute I see a running zombie, I'm crashing my car
yeah, that's
off a fucking bridge into a
That's
gorge
terrifying.
and exploding. I don't want to live in that world, quite frankly. I don't. And if it's fucking Left 4 Dead zombies or like smart zombies that can like speak or some shit, both barrels
hello.
are looking mighty tasty.
Skinwalker zombies would be terrifying.
Christ almighty.
Help me! As it like sprints towards you.
Oh, fuck you. We're recording this before I go to bed, you son of a
sorry, I
fuck.
forgot.
We've definitely talked about this before, but you
Oh,
and me
we
have
could
an
have
awful
done that
habit
as
of doing that.
yeah, we have like 3
Just, like,
a.m.
scaring each
horror
other, yeah.
scream sessions.
Because a lot of the time it would be like us on last,
Yeah, that is
and
true.
we'll
And we kind of get frightened by the same kind of stuff. Kind
we
of.
do. Well, it's like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's just whenever it's the two of us, we have a tendency to eventually
Creepy
talk into
shit
the
around
creepy
it.
stuff.
It just kind of comes around to it.
Like
To
there was
answer
a
your question,
video. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
real
sorry,
quick.
go.
There was a video that I saw before,
You're a piece of
like
shit for bringing
today.
this up, by the way, whatever this is.
Is that it's this guy walks into his room. He's like, "Oh, why is your dad here? And why is he dressed like Santa?" And then the guy turns around and is like, "My dad doesn't live here." And then cuts back to the other guy, and it pans the camera around to show like in the distance, in the shadow, a really, really, really like barely made out like beard in like the fucking corner. It's terrifying,
I'm
and it
looking over
doesn't
my
move.
shoulder.
It doesn't
I
move
don't
at
like
all.
you.
I know I'm in like broad. I was gonna say daylight, but that's not light. But I'm in
Yeah,
light
you're
right
a
now.
bright ass room.
Yeah, I've got the fucking sun powering my thing.
What was I gonna say to you? I was gonna say something to you.
What were you gonna say, champ?
Well, I am the champ.
Well, that's why
It's
I'm
about
telling you.
creepy stuff. It was what we were talking about before you said a bit of the video. Ah, fuck, I can't remember.
Damn.
Oh yeah, sorry. You asked me about a Last of Us apocalypse. Now,
Yes.
if we're talking like, if I'm Ellie, say, I've been born
Okay.
into it, I'd be fine. I wouldn't know any different.
Yeah, that's all. That's all you know.
Really, you want to be like third generation apocalypse liver?
Yeah, because at that point it's practically nearly done.
Because then you just have your great grandfather who's just yapping on about fucking
Internet.
the internet. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the internet. Have you
Tick
ever heard of an
tock dances.
encyclopedia? He's just, yeah, your grandfather's like dabbing in the corner. He's senile.
Oh god, what are we gonna be like when we're old?
I don't know, man. I'm probably still gonna be as cool as ever.
Oh man, that's nice.
I mean, I'm not cool now.
You are cool.
See, when you're calling me cool, that's how I know I'm not cool.
For fuck's sake, man. When? Okay, fuck you.
Cyber, I
Oh.
own the dab emote on Minecraft. I'm not cool,
I.
but I'm happy.
That's what, well, that's what matters.
I think, you know, no matter how old I get, I'll probably still like the same shit,
I think so too. If
which means I'll probably still be happy.
I
I don't
think
get worked up about pointless bullshit like a lot of people do. People get angry about things that are dumb. I'm not talking about like real things. I mean like shit like that doesn't matter, like
Yeah.
a TV show, and it doesn't matter to me. So I'm not gonna like lose hair over it.
yeah,
So
I
I'll always be
try.
happy.
It doesn't always work, and I'm admitting that right now, but I feel like I'm very laid back 90% of the time. But there is always the odd thing that will randomly cause me to stress and anxiety.
I was gonna say, when that 10% comes out, it comes out hard.
Yeah, which is not good. But most of the time, I have a very detached. Not detached isn't the right word. I have a very laid back perception on
He's a
life.
serial killer.
Because like it can always be worse, and it's just that's all you got to remember in the end of the day. And you just vibe and do what you like, and then get burned out. Yeah. But I think I agree. I think when I get older, I will still be liking the same stuff. I don't think I'll be ashamed of it at all. I think I'll just be kind of vibing in the retirement's home, making cyberprime content, whether that's still videos or maybe it's like direct, like Neuralink brain waves
I'm
at
gonna
that point.
block you from my brain chip.
No, you won't be able to. You won't be
Destiny
able
is
to.
going to be a banned word on my brain chip. It's actually interesting though. Like, I think at this point in our lives, it doesn't really. We don't really care what people think. Oh, here, look,
Yeah.
who just joined the podcast.
Well, speaking of, welcome to the podcast. Because well, it's no longer so we don't have. We had a good run as just the partners in crime for an episode, but it's not going to be just the partners in crime anymore. We'll have
How about
to.
we just end it right here?
Well, thank you all so much for.
No, I'm joking. How are you doing, my friend?
Turtle guy, I can't hear you, so maybe just pause, build some tension until he joins on my end. There he is.
He's looking for an orange hat, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm looking for my Tigger hat, and it's snowing like fuck.
God.
What?
Oh,
Wait, it's
a nice
snowing
breeze.
with you?
T.
It's snowing with you?
Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah.
Really? It's not snowing
Oh my god,
at
it
all.
is. It
With me.
is. What the fuck?
It's not snowing at all.
I didn't know you fuckers were recording.
I said pod.
That's a great fucking cutback. Oh,
I didn't hear diddly
well,
shit.
welcome to the diddly shit.
Diddly
Why am I on the? What's happening here?
Well, we
I'm
weren't
not having a
supposed to
great
be.
day.
We were supposed to do a nice.
This was supposed to be a
Two-man.
laid-back two-man champ chat
We're having, like,
previous
nice-
champion holders. We were
Oh, a
just,
champ.
Oh,
chat.
actually, can we
Oh,
ask,
what-
what's your opinion on the absolute decimation you suffered last week? How does it feel to be a victim?
man, you were like annihilated. It's not even funny. Well, I mean, it is.
Fuck that referee.
What do you
I
mean the
know
referee?
he's-
What the fuck did the referee did? The referee gave you every opportunity. The referee literally gave you a Lego round.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
the
still
referee
lost.
should have given me a couple more.
I mean, I don't think the referee had time.
It's supposed to be non-biased.
Listen, guest referee can, do some shenanigans.
You're not supposed to do shenanigans. What are you talking about,
Yeah.
you fucker? You fucker.
Well, hello,
Dude,
this is
what
Turtle
do
Guy,
you
guys. I can't
mean?
remember if I introduced him.
We don't like him.
I'm here looking for an orange hat.
Don't say the
Anyway,
name of-
Turtle Guy, how have you been doing
Why not?
in the blizzard?
Blizzard's fine. Life is a blizzard. And
Yeah, it's
I
actually
don't
Life is a
mean
highway.
the, but nah.
And I'm gonna
Liars.
ride it with Turtle Guy.
Did you see that
What are
video
you
of the
going
kid?
to ride?
Name finger?
Turtle guy. What?
The video of the
What?
kid watching. It's like he's wearing sunglasses and he's got like a red light. There's a red light on him, and you can hear "Life Is a Highway" playing. And every time I see the video, even though I know what's about to happen, I always think he's watching cars. Then the camera pans over, and he literally just has the Spotify for "Life Is a Highway" on the TV. There's just a big red screen with a tiny square in the middle that just says "Cars" and "Life's a Highway."
Oh,
This is not the first time.
And the
that
kid
me
is just
David
leaning
have
against his
discussed
bed with
cars
his hands in
today.
his pockets and his glasses on.
Well, the
Coolest
internet's a
motherfucker
wild
in-
place, isn't it?
In kindergarten or whatever the hell Americans do.
But Turtle Guy, I think at this stage, David, it is probably safe to say this is small talk 2.
Yeah, we
so-
talked small. Turtle, what's the biggest animal you think you could take?
Yeah.
Did we not do this before, or was this just a
I think we
chat?
might have just
We
had a
did
chat.
small
Also,
talk.
he's the only person we didn't say could even
We-
get to horse.
That is true.
I could be with weapons.
No.
it's fists and intuition. Two
Like-
things you do not have. You fistless
Define
man.
killing a horse.
Define
fuck?
killing a horse. Can
Do
you
you
just call
remember
the
when we were
episode
talking about like weird shit he
that? The most-
says?
yeah.
Turtle guy, what the fuck else does define killing a horse mean?
Like, do I have to do it in like 30 minutes or less? Or
Why
can
is there a
do I got
time?
a couple years
What
of
are you
this?
ordering a pizza? What is this?
He touches a horse and then outlives it, and that technically counts. I
it
mean,
like-
imagine
I
you're in
don't
a
know,
wrestling
like a-
ring.
The horse.
Is it-
Let's
is
here's
it
what
like
happens.
a
You both
10
appear. You
two-minute
both
round,
appear
John?
in a warehouse. Okay, an empty warehouse, and you're both aggressive immediately. The horse hates you, and it's coming to get you,
And you're coming to get the horse.
and you have to defend yourself against it.
Like, is it galloping?
It's
Why does that make a
what's it
difference?
supposed to- no, it's
It's
charging
running
at you
on
with
its
an
back
M16
legs.
assault rifle. You fucking
Well, I
buffoon.
mean, first of all, the horse is breaking the rules because we agreed no weapons.
You know what? I'm really putting.
I disqualify the horse.
My mood has changed so much since you joined, by the
Disqualified.
way. I don't know if you can tell.
Well,
Oh,
if the horse is charging at me, I will just merely step out of the way of the horse.
And then what happens when it fucking kicks you in the back of the head with its hind legs? I'll tell you what happens.
I got a
Turtle guy.
thick head.
You
So
die.
I've been told.
do you think a horse
Your
magic
head
wouldn't
is
go
made
through
of
it?
concrete.
No. It'd take about 3 attempts. It's pretty thick.
Turtle guy, your head is not made of fucking cement.
No, you'll be happen to be wearing
You
the
hit me
Juggernaut
in-
helmet.
Horse and hit me. I'd get back up. I'd say I didn't
Okay,
hear no bell. Hit
Let
me
me tell you.
again.
Let me tell you
I'd get a
something
punch
for
in,
nothing.
Man,
and
if,
then I would
if a
die.
horse
You
kicks
should've just-
any of us, we're out
yeah,
for the
yeah.
count.
Your sentence should have ended with "horse just kicks me." That's where it ends, because you're dead.
No. I'm
You
too
can't.
young
No,
to
no,
die.
no. A
He's gonna
horse.
parry it. He's gonna combo break it.
Trigger, you couldn't even parry words. You couldn't even beat higher or lower. How are you
But
supposed to beat a
still.
horse?
I will redeem myself. Hell, I want a match between.
Tell you what,
like,
if you want a match with me, you gotta beat the horse first.
I mean,
how
we could
is
do
there a way of
the
us having a
unthinkable.
match with a horse? Listen, I did pretty damn good on that horse quiz. Is all I'm gonna say.
The horse quiz was a joke quiz. There was no right or wrong answers.
Exactly.
Okay. I have something that
I challenge the horse.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna challenge him for a rematch. Okay. Well,
What, David? A rematch right now? Maybe. Can we do that?
it's up to David.
Name
Does he
3
accept?
species of horse. 3
Man,
breed of
I'm not
horse.
gonna lie. I don't know if I can do that.
Shetland
can-
pony.
That's a pony.
Pony. A pony, not a horse.
I'm looking for horses.
Stallion.
That's just a male horse.
My favorite breed, male.
I know this is wrong. Donkey?
And yet you said it with such confidence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh! Mustang?
Okay, so that's 1.
Good.
Ah! Just to confirm.
Do you want me to name 3? If I name 3, I win.
No, I fuck you. I can name. So we're not counting Shetland pony as a breed of horse.
It's a fucking pony.
And just in case you get confused, Turtle Guy, we're not counting alligator either.
Yeah.
American horse.
For fuck's sake.
No.
Um.
just chuckles and then just stops talking.
I'm thinking. I don't want to. Irish horse.
That's not a what?
Warm
Okay,
blood.
you can't. You're googling stuff at this point. I feel.
Oh no! Fuck you.
Fuck is warm
Also, that's
blood?
well. Obviously, you're not
I'm gonna-
googling it because warm.
Warm blood horse. Is this?
Also, we're
Well,
going
okay.
to
When I type in
Shetland pony,
warm
so
blood is a
fuck
type
you.
of horse.
Dutch-
So Turtle Guy,
Dutch
did you?
warm blood. Yeah.
I named 3, motherfucker! Mustang, Warm Blood, and Shetland Pony!
Shetland Pony.
Give me my belt!
Hey, wait, no, I can't think. That wasn't for a belt. We didn't establish that.
Give me my, like, I don't know, pity title!
Do you want? You
Well,
had
you
that. It
want
was the
your
fucking
shitty
Turtle
title
Talks
back.
belt, and it was.
You made
It
yourself.
was stolen from
You
that.
fucking lost it. Toga, are you upset that I won?
No. I'm upset in how you won.
So would you not like saying? Would I have a proposition, but I also need to ask David a very important question.
Okay, ask me your question and then I'll listen to your proposition.
Do we want to brawl in the snow?
If,
Kick your ass in a snowball
I don't know,
fight?
you want to say his full name
I
again?
was
For the record.
Fucking idiot.
for the record, it's been wiped from the record. But I
That
was
too, and also, I didn't know we were doing a pod.
how okay. This is. Did I not introduce you? Didn't I not say like? And this is Turtle Guy, ladies and gentlemen. Was that after? That might have been after.
That was after it, because when I join a PlayStation party, I cannot hear Cyber Prime for about the first minute for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Our
And
internet has
David's
beef
muted,
with each
so
other.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
This is true.
this is number one. I'll start with the question, David. Actually, there are two. The question and the proposition, but technically, David
Can
would
I
need to
answer
give the
the
go-ahead for
question?
both. No. Are you David? Are you David?
I want
Are
to be.
you David?
I desire to be.
You can see.
Yeah, we actually, that is
That is fair.
absolutely
That is fair.
true.
Okay, David. Number one.
I win my title back.
We never.
I guess
We
that's
never
it.
established this, but in the last Burn Your Business 3, we established a new rule where champions, after a successful defense or winning of the belt, would be able to just implement their own new rule. Now, David, would you like to tell us what your new rule is?
No more small talk.
Oh shit! Well, okay. Well, that was
you
a
expecting
interesting
something else?
episode. I really
Well,
just
that's
did an
why-
entire episode of small
That's why I had
talk.
to let the episode
So is
end.
this episode now banned?
No, it'll go up because the rule wasn't put into place until he just said it.
Yeah, so
So
from
do we have to stop talking?
no.
What the
From the
fuck?
next episode on, you fucking. This is why you're not even
Well,
deserving.
I don't
of a
know
belt.
how these new rules work.
You're not even deserving of a belt because you're asking
My
ridiculous questions like this.
other proposition.
I don't
and-
know what you're on about belt for. These are titles. A belt holds up your pants.
Yeah.
And you don't wear any. So
Can I change my rule?
No, he said
I
it.
don't.
No,
I
sexy, sexy.
don't. I don't think so. But what I was gonna, my other proposition, if Turtle Guy wanted to do it and if David was willing, we could always do a rematch. If you wanted to fire a
Fine,
lower
God.
right now, but we don't have to. That was just, it just popped into my head. But seeing that Turtle Guy didn't actually challenge, technically we can't do that unless he does.
No.
Okay, no, you just got node. You just got
Anyone
fucking
else
what
want
the
to
hell's his name?
challenge?
Now, when you fucking do that, Turtle Guy, that's just so... You just ruin the drama out of it. You're like, oh, anyone else want to do it? Yeah, you gotta let it flow
Well, if Cyber
naturally.
screws the pooch, I'll just come out at the end of the thing and I'll
you can't.
ambush David's ass.
You can't.
Why not?
How's that in the
Why not?
rules? How's that in the rules? Tell me where in the rules.
Ain't
Tell me
no
where-
rules in wrestling.
I feel like that's just untrue. And,
Nah.
Turtle Guy, you have a weird obsession with wrestling. This isn't wrestling. This is the Boys in the Pod.
Ain't no rules with whatever the fuck we're calling this.
Well, clearly there are, because you lost the championship. And if there were no rules, you'd be the winner now, wouldn't you? This isn't Turtle Talks here. Come on. This isn't the Wild West. There's rules in the Boys in the Pod.
I want to go. I want to go back there.
And also, Turtle Guy, how do you feel that the Boys in the Pod released higher or lower before Turtle Talks?
Yeah, I can't believe. I really thought that we were gonna like trick you into uploading it when we did that.
Oh no, that was the plan, and then life got in the way.
Life seems to get
Higher
in the
lower
way.
has been sitting there for 4,000 fucking years.
And it has the
Not done
thumbnail
yet.
already done. What the fuck do you mean it's not done yet?
Cooking.
It's.
What the fuck is it cooking?
I will cook and eat you.
It's in the slow cooker.
It's gonna be fucking charcoal when it's out. What the fuck is... What could you possibly be doing with it?
Tastes good.
Turtle Guy, you didn't
Yeah,
edit the
so
last one, you uploaded it in 2 separate parts. What the fuck editing are you cooking?
That was a quick cook.
No, it wasn't. You found a
was just a
loophole
God
for
of
a
War
problem
pause
that just
screen,
made
you
it worse.
I know computers.
No,
I've
you
seen one
don't.
once.
You actually might know computers the least out of maybe anyone I've ever met.
And he's met a lot of people.
Turtle Guy, you really brought my mood down when you joined. That's
I'm
a joke.
very happy. Hey, you guys wanted me to join. You
No.
guys were practically begging me.
No.
Hey, well, I asked you once, where were you? And that was it. That wasn't
You
really
said,
begging.
redacted, where art thou?
Yeah.
Now
That's
he's
just what I
relaxing.
just said.
Well,
That's literally what I said. What do you have to gain from this?
Because David all said it, so like, you guys love me.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Oh,
The
man.
denial speaks volumes.
And so does your crippling loss as well.
Well, here's the thing. You
The
are not
thing?
actually here to meet a 13-year-old boy. You're here to meet Cyber Prime.
Hi.
What?
Anyway.
Sometimes my Chris Hansen turns into George Lucas. You ever see that video of the guy who goes to this guy, I can't remember the guy's
Skywalker
name.
Ranch.
If you interrupt me again,
I
I'll
wasn't
break you in
interrupting, I
three.
was giving you
You
the
were
answer
you're
because
currently
you were struggling.
interrupting, actually.
You were struggling.
You're currently
You were
interrupting
I'm
right
helping
now.
you.
No,
I'm
because I
helping
wasn't
you.
trying to think of the name of the
Wow,
ranch. I was
does,
trying to think of the
does
name of
the
the man.
champ
The
need
hug.
help?
I wasn't trying to think of the name of the ranch. I was trying to think of the name of the man.
It seems like the champ might be losing it, potentially, under the pressure,
Really?
the
'Cause I
immense
haven't lost
pressure is
yet.
given to Turtle
So-
Guy.
I haven't lost yet.
Okay, no need to get
Um,
confrontational.
David
He's stepped in.
Shoulders doesn't know what the map
Point
feels
is,
like.
oh my god, I'm just. You know what? Who gives a fuck?
Damn right. See, a real champion.
What would you know about being a real champion? You made up a belt and lost it immediately.
I didn't lose it immediately. I defended it against him.
No, that
You
wasn't a
defi-
defense
you
because
created it against him.
that wasn't a defense because technically you didn't have it at that point. You earned
I
it.
mean, it was more or less already wrapped around my waist.
Yeah, because you fucking cheated.
Do you not cheat?
you admitted it. You admitted it. You said you cheated.
I just no. Referee was on my side.
You were the referee. That was this one
I know. I
fair.
love that guy.
God damn it, Turtle Guy! I just want. We're gonna have to wait until.
You want a fair fight? You want a fair
No! Why
fight?
the fuck would I fight you when you don't have the Turtle Dog's belt?
Okay. So I found the video I was looking for. It's Master P is the guy's name, and he tours the Skywalker Ranch with George Lucas from 2002, the year Attack of the Clones came out. And this guy is so funny because he's just like George Lucas clearly is terrible at talking to people, and this guy is full of energy. The two things I remember the most. The first one is at one point he tries asking George Lucas what kind of weed Yoda's smoking to have him talking like that, which I think is hilarious. And then at the very end, he also calls him John Lucas at one point, which is very weird. But at the very end, he goes, "Let's go. One more thing to ask you." George Lucas goes, "What could that possibly be?" and this guy goes, "May the force be with you." And George Lucas just kind of goes, "Oh, okay." And just gets he's so awkward. George Lucas is the most awkward man on the planet. I love him. I love him. Love him. Love him.
Oh man.
So watch that video. It's on. If you look up Skywalker Ranch MTV, it's the very first video. Master P tours the Skywalker Ranch with George Lucas, 2002. Very, very.
I
very
can't
good
get
video.
over the name Master P.
No,
He's
he's
not a
a Jedi, but I mean-
masterpiece. He's a Master P.
That's what I say every time I have a 2-layer ball of war.
Proud of you.
Holy shit! The pod fell off.
Yeah, pod really
Yeah,
did
I'm-
fall.
I'm-
That's why I'm
I'm
cancelling
joking, I'm
small talk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been great hearing from you.
So
I am going to go to bed.
That is going to be interesting because that means
mean,
from
hey,
now on we
you
have to
want
jump
a
straight into the
challenge.
topic from now
Just
on.
full on topic.
Full on topic.
Yeah, full on topic.
Can I suggest a match?
What?
Turtle Guy versus Cyber. Winner takes on David.
No. What the fuck?
Why not? Scared you'll lose?
No.
Again?
No. Why do you want to fight me? Why not just challenge him yourself again? Or are you scared that you'll be wiping the floor with your face again?
I'm just trying to make some feuds here. I'm trying to make some content that isn't,
yeah, but you're trying to
on the
force
title.
it. You're trying to force it.
You're trying to force it.
What do you mean making content that isn't relying on the title? This episode has nothing to do with the title. We were just chilling.
You were talking about it. We kept
When you
talking about
joined.
it constantly.
When you joined, just because we're two people that have held the title of champion, sitting down talking like bros, doesn't mean that it has to be about the title.
Okay, you know what? Fine.
Technically, it is still the champ
David.
chat.
I'll leave it open for whoever wants to do it. You know what I will say? I may have got my ass handed to me in higher or lower.
Yeah.
but
Very
at least
much
I didn't
so.
lose a quiz about my own content.
But at least I still have my content being made, so
Damn.
yeah. Don't wanna...
Yeah.
Well, I didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Yet. I mean,
I'll
there
throw the
was
confidence for a
one, I
couple of losers. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, that's not
We've
nice.
never done a triple threat before.
I was thinking, you know, Turtle Guy, I was thinking that exact same
You know
thing.
what? I fucking hate this guy. Let's get him.
Can we triple threat? Can we do that? I think, is there anything against
Why
us
not?
doing a triple threat?
Hoover would have to be the ref, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, we can totally do it, but is it going to be one of those things where technically if you beat Turtle Guy, you get the belt? Like, it's one of those?
No, it's whoever wins. We'll have it so that there's only one winner.
Cyber,
That's
what
what,
are you
that's what I
doing?
mean. That's what I mean.
What?
Wait, what do you mean?
No, sorry, whatever, ignore me.
So there is a rule sometimes that if you pin the person that isn't the champ, you would still win.
Oh, but
You'd
no, we're
still
not
win
doing
the
that.
title.
No. It'll be whoever just wins out of the three of us, because it's not actually wrestling. It's just inspired
Yeah,
by.
sometimes I have to remind myself that. Yeah, I'm look, guys, if a triple threat is really what it takes for you guys to finally fucking beat me, then I guess if you guys want to call yourselves losers, you can do it.
Okay, well, Turtle Guy, before we commit to this, let's just come over here quickly. Just
Okay.
huddle.
Sidebar. Let's do sidebar. Okay. Team huddle.
Sidebar prime.
What if we,
Okay.
Turtle Guy? What if we do that,
Nothing
and
for
what
that
if we
fucking
lose?
spell.
What do you mean?
What if we do a triple threat and he beats both of us at the same time? There's no recovery from that. That's it. That's just he'll have the belt
Like,
forever.
this is why I wanted to do like we'd have a fight and then you
No. No, but that's being enough. Like, why would we?
Well, listen. I mean, listen. Why the fuck did you change the rule?
What do you mean change the rule?
I would have played possum and then would have got the title back, and then I would have eventually beaten you.
That's very strong words. I don't think you'd beat me.
Okay. Let's not fight. Let's focus on the priority, getting our titles back.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for admitting it. Thank you, Turtle Guy. That's very kind of you for saying our titles, which implies that I, of course, own the Boys in the Pod title. So I appreciate that.
Well, let's just.
You know what? Okay.
Kick his ass.
Idiots.
Okay. David,
What?
I would like to formally, finally, challenge you for the Boys
Fucking-
in the Pod title. Now, Turtle Guy, do you have anything else you would like to say?
What he said, but quicker and faster.
So you
Okay.
guys both want to challenge me?
For a triple threat.
Yeah.
The
You
first ever
officially
triple
want to
threat.
challenge me to a triple threat?
I think we need
You guys
to.
are fucking desperate.
I mean, listen.
idiots.
If we fail at this thing, we should just do like a whatever the pod version of a Hell in a Cell is.
I feel like if you guys fail at this one, I might genuinely just have to retire the title and just put it up for a battle royal because let the three of you fight amongst
Yeah,
yourselves.
but you probably win again.
No, as in I would have to remove myself from the competition entirely.
Yeah, and all of us would still get like zeros tied or something.
Probably.
David ends up regaining the title even though he's not even competing.
Right,
Could happen,
well,
man.
that's
fine.
it. Small talk over. And
The next fucking episode is all business, no monkey.
the first ever triple threat.
The monkey.
I wonder how this is gonna work.
Any small talk.
Yeah, as well. But at least we had this full episode. So thank you all so much. I think that's probably a natural
Well, I think it
close.
was nice to end before we take a break from small talk for whoever, probably for the rest of the fucking podcast's lifetime. It was nice to have a full dedicated episode to it.
It was. I agree. Small Talk 2 actually was
Rest in peace,
wholesome.
Small talk.
Yeah, I liked it.
And
It'll
it
be
wasn't
back in
forced.
2 weeks when we are champions.
It's funny the most natural small talk happened in the fully small talk episode,
Yeah.
and now it's banned forever.
It died in a high.
I guess
Well,
that it did.
Yeah. So
We
wait,
went-
David's
okay.
only allowed to ban one thing as champ, right?
No, he's allowed to make a rule. So it's not. It doesn't necessarily have to be
If I
banning. You
win
could add in
again, though,
something.
like if I win the triple threat, I'll bring small talk back, but then I'm going to make another rule.
You can
Oh,
do that.
no.
Yeah, you can undo
Oh,
the
no.
previous choice for free, no matter who it is. Because otherwise, then it
For
would just be
free?
constantly. Yeah, and then you get another choice. If you want to, David could just keep that rule and then add another rule on top of it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like Turtle Guy can only talk. No, Turtle Guy is not allowed to speak during the episode.
Still wins somehow. But we do have to come up with a.
It's generous of you to assume you'd be allowed into the episode at all.
Well,
We have,
I mean, I was. I
your
was, I
new
was
rules
kinda
just
giving-
permanently ban someone from the
He's just
pod.
out of here. He's just out of here.
That'd be so
I knew
funny.
that the minute. I knew that the minute he started like, oh, can I dial it back actually on that small talk ban?
That's so funny. I love that. That's so dumb. But we do have to come up with an
I ever get the
understanding.
title, David, your life is gonna be hell.
So if the way this is triple threat is going to work, presumably, is there will only be one winner, unless the two of us manage to win simultaneously. If that happens, then we can split the belts. Easy. What happens hypothetically if there's only one winner and it's not David? Do they instantly become Grand Slam, or does the Turtle Talks belt go into like
What are you
nothingness?
challenging me for?
Both belts?
Are you challenging me for the Boys in the Pod title?
Ah, Turtle
If it's
Guy.
a triple,
Turtle Guy, we need a
triple threat,
sidebar
I think
again.
only one. I think if it's a triple threat,
Hello.
Okay,
I think
huddle,
if it's
huddle,
a triple
huddle.
threat,
Huddle.
only one belt should be up for it. If it's a triple threat,
Turtle Guy, I need you to tell me what one you want.
Well, I mean, I'd like my Turtle Talk belt
There's only
back,
one that
but
really
I can
matters.
I can
I
get
agree.
that.
I agree with him.
We need that boys championship belt. I need small
Okay,
talk
thank you,
back,
thank you, thank you,
and
thank you,
I need
thank
that
you.
to be banned.
Okay, but you're not actually banned yet. Right,
There's
so
no power with that Turtle Talks belt. I'll whip it off him. I'll really beat him when he's down.
okay, well, brilliant. So that means we can agree. We're challenging for the boys and the pod belts. Yes.
yes.
Yes, we had a whole discussion.
Okay,
Why
I'm just
are you
making sure.
always
I'm just
jumping
making sure.
on
I'm
the
just
Boys in the
establishing.
Pod belt is going up for
Boom,
grabs
boom.
in a triple threat match that I will win because these two guys suck and are idiots and are very bad.
Wow.
Well, I
ouch.
mean,
And the
again,
only
I know
reason
this isn't wrestling,
Cyber even
but-
had the belt is because he made it up and he challenged, of all people, Turtle Guy, which is
Hey.
a bit like kicking a dog down the stairs.
Hey, what the fuck? No rules, triple threat. Cyber, get him!
No. It's obviously not going to do right now. We're going to have its own thing. But thank you all so much for listening. This has been the Boys in the Pod. We have new
How the
episodes
fuck are we
every
supposed to
Friday,
team up and beat him?
and we can. We will see you in the next episode. You can check out all of us in the description below. You can find our different respective channels. And yeah, in the next episode, maybe it will finally be the last day of David. Maybe finally David will lose his Universal
The
Championship
reigning,
title.
defending.
Maybe finally we
Yeah,
can have
guys.
someone fucking new if Turtle Guy wins. But we'll have to
Guys,
see.
you next week if I spoiler alert. Sorry, when I spoiler alert retain.
He said it first. He said it first.
Cocky,
We have a chance.
Cocky talk.
We have a chance.
I have to be cocky. I'm the winner. I've beaten everyone.
No, you
I've
haven't.
beaten every single one of you.
Technically, you haven't beaten me in a defense.
What do you mean? Dude, don't fucking bring these technicalities in. The
I'm
only
just
reason
saying.
that I
I'm
have
just
this belt is
saying.
always
You've done
because I
two
beat you.
defenses. You've done two
I
defenses.
beat you in your defense. You fuck.
Exactly. Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Yeah, but I
I
still-
was
I
on
still
the
beat
defensive,
you.
not the attack.
Yes, but did I beat you? Yes or no?
You bet me while I was on the defensive, but you haven't seen me on the attack. I'm a different kettle of fish. which is
Cyber,
not
you're
as
the, you're the
aggressive.
most kind man ever. You're not an attacker. I'm
I
sorry.
know,
you're
but
not.
like, I'm gonna help Turtle Guy. I'm gonna bring him up. But
Well,
we'll
if it's
see.
a quiz on Cyber Prime now, like, Cyber is
you.
gonna lose, but I might kick your ass.
No, but I disagree.
What is the triple threat going to be?
Well, it's up to you. You have to organize that with Hoover.
Yeah.
Alright, I better get in touch with this guy. Then.
Yeah, you better. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening. We will see you next time in the triple threat match. Name pending.
Maybe.
Goodbye. Say goodbye to small
WWE.
talk. And have a good day.
I really hope I win, because that'd be so embarrassing for you guys.
It would be ridiculously embarrassing. I don't need a win. I just need David to lose type energy is what I'm going through right now.
Yeah, but then imagine how insufferable Turtle Guy would be if he was a champ.
I know, but I want to see it.
Oh,
Yeah, well, you'd see
I'd
it
be
for
the
a
best
week at
champion
most.
ever. I'd remake the belt to be just way more shiny.
I think I'd just take time off until someone got the belt off him. A whole
Go on
week
the
off
full
for me.
Undertaker
yippee.
leaves for a year.